There were 3 sites for the clonal study, and one was at this site, and Erath Vineyards had another site, and OSU had the 3rd site. So we wanted to test the effect of these grapes at different locations. As you walk through, and we'll try to go through here, you can see as we walk from one collection of clone to the next collection, sometimes there's some really major differences in the way the vine grows and how the vine really matured in comparison to its neighboring Pinot Noir.
You see this one, this is the other vine, and this is the...
Right,
yeah, total
look at that.
difference.
Totally tight and nice. The lesson learned here was that individually these clones were not that special, but collectively they were really interesting on this soil, on this elevation, in this area. We have 2 different sites now where we've done this. We have one that we've taken exactly the same block of Abetina, the same amount of clones mixed with Pomard, the same exact duplication of Abetina, and we planted it on another site, at my parents' site called Aurora. And then we've done this clonal Massal mix of clones over at Kalina, at Avalana, which is our vineyard at the new winery, and that was planted in '06, and so, you know, we'll see what happens. We have 20 acres there that is just a mix of these clones with the Dijon clones. It's a fun experiment, and it's really, I feel like we're so lucky that we have this experiment that still exists in Oregon. It really profiles Laurelwood soil, which means that it has a really nice white pepper, it has some dark fruit, some kind of cola characters. And I think there's a level of complexity to this wine that we don't find in either Madrona or Linda Vista, which are on the other side of Abetina, just because I think that clonal variation really adds some kind of depth to the wine that I don't see in other you know, single clone vineyards. Well, Abetina has become kind of a cornerstone of the reserve. So there's always a portion in the reserve. It's the backbone of the reserve as far as I'm concerned. And then the entire hillside here is really, you know, probably a good 50% of our reserve. So the soil and the elevation and the whole age of these vines is really contributing to our reserve every year. And then I can blend in, you know, younger vines or redder fruit or whatever the reserve needs for that vintage, I can bring in from other sites. And in some years, it does a single vineyard, which are in those years where it just comes in and it's undeniably a complete wine. It's showing Abetina, you know, and which is a character that is very distinctive. So the single vineyard idea came after years and years of really you know, going through the cellar and saying, God, this Abetina is so great, you know, we should really show this to the world.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to make sure it was a consistent thing, that it wasn't a one-off of a great vintage, and that Abetina was really showing something that was a character of that site, and consistently a character of that site.